Jane is the Director of Operations and Marketing at Forwardly. And Forwardly is, if you're worried, think about Forwardly this way. If you're worried about payments over the holidays, you can optimize and prep for a more reliable 2025 with instant payments. And I think it's like 60 seconds and or less on evenings, weekends, and holidays, and something like 22 seconds or 26 seconds. And the other times, it's crazy fast. Forwardly makes sending and receiving business payments online easy for American businesses. Sorry, Canadians, you're out of luck there. You can lobby them, and it's compatible with QBO, Zero, Zoho Books, and FreshBooks. So, Jane, why don't we have you take it away?
Sounds great, Allison. Okay, so I'm going to quickly take Allison away, throw myself on screen, and here we are. So, as you know, my name's Jane Ingram, Director of Operations and Marketing at Forwardly. So today I'll be taking you through my lightning quick demo of Forwardly's payment platform. So you might be wondering what makes us unique. As Allison already said, we are offering instant bank-to-bank payments for small businesses. We do that using the FedNow service. We're the only payment platform in the USA currently using this service to offer these instant payments, which transfers 60 seconds, evenings and weekends for qualifying businesses. So users can add unlimited businesses to Forwardly for no monthly subscription fee, and we sync directly with QuickBooks Online, Xero, FreshBooks, and Zoho Books for both AR and AP purposes. So on to the demo. Business dashboard, every business gets one once they've connected accounting data and basically added themselves to Forwardly. Business dashboard is going to show you an instant overview of your bank balances, your AR, AP, open invoices, bills to pay, pending approvals, and even your recent transactions on the bottom right. If you're looking for any kind of AR automation in 2025, Forwardly is going to be a good solution for you. Once you connect with your accounting system, we're going to pull all your invoices from there, and you can basically go on in and send requests for one-time payments from clients. Choose the account that you want to receive the funds into, and even enable credit card payments if you want to allow your clients to pay by card for a little bit more flexibility. So if you're using QBO and Xero, another thing is you can also create invoices directly within Forwardly. We'll actually pull your entire customer base. You can find them by name or email. We sync items from that connected accounting software. And once you create the invoice and send it, we'll sync it with your accounting system. And once the payment actually goes through, we reconcile it as well. If you have any clients with recurring payments, you can also request automatic payments authorization from them by going to our auto payment section. Again, we're going to pull your customer list here and make it really easy for you to send one or bulk payment requests to several clients at a time. Basically, at that point, they're going to get our latest update is essentially emulating an ACH pre-authorization form so that you can keep your client's information confidential through a secure connection with Plaid while still getting paid automatically. And once you set up auto payments, every invoice you make for them in your accounting software or on Forwardly will just be automatically processed on the due date. So really, really useful there. If you're looking to send payments, we also make that easy. So you can just go in, find your outstanding bills on the list, confirm the payment amount and receipt, and essentially send it. You can also schedule it or even change the payment amount so that you can have multiple payments for more flexibility. A question we get a lot is fees. As I mentioned earlier, we don't have any monthly subscription fees, unlimited users, that kind of thing. Receiving payments costs 1%, capped at $10 per transaction. That's only when the payment is instant. So we always try and send the payment the fastest way possible. If that ends up being instant, then that fee applies. If your bank doesn't support instant payments, then we send it as a same-day ACH, and there's no charge whatsoever. Sending payments bank payments is pretty much always free on the platform. We don't have any kind of charges for payers. If you decide to enable pay by card, the card fees are 2.99% and can be passed along to your clients, which is nice. Question I get often is, will my client or vendor need to make an account? Question is no, they do not. Whether you're sending a payment or a payment request, your client or vendor won't need to do a thing. They basically just need to attach their banking information and confirm it. I'm also always happy to show you that experience if you check in with me. Just drop me an email. Only other thing I'll mention is, as I mentioned, you can add unlimited business users. If you decide to do that, you can also add approval thresholds. You can set whatever kind of thresholds you need within the business, whichever approvers you need, and it's really simple. So quite handy for keeping everything tickety-boo. So I'm going to keep it real short. That's it. If you have a question about Forwardly, feel free to reach out to me. Don't be shy. I'd love to help. And that's about it. I'll be dropping a link to the demo in the comments. So thank you very much for your time today. And Allison, how'd I do?
Amazing. You did great. I was watching the clock. It was exactly right on. So now we
Perfect.
have FinOptimal, and I think you're going to
Yes.
introduce Tom.
So FinOptimal, we have Tom Zentner coming in, Director of Growth and Product. Now, if you're still using spreadsheets to do your accrual accounting, you're definitely on the naughty list. Ho, ho, ho. We'll show you why accountants have called Accruer the underrated app of the year. And Tom is going to tease their other apps, Booker and Wrangler, that when used together are nothing short of magic. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Tom, why don't you take it away?
Thanks. I kind of forgot I wrote that. That was pretty good. Nice to meet everyone. Tom from FinOptimal. I'm going to take you through an accruer demo. I only have a couple minutes. So I'll keep it short and sweet. I'm going to focus on prepaid expenses because pretty much everybody is doing that. But it does also, accruer also handles deferred revenue, fixed assets, and payroll accruals. So as Jane alluded to, we do have other apps, but accruer is definitely our shiniest star. So we're going to start there. All right. So we've got this expense. And this app works exclusively with QBO. Okay, so let's say you just prepaid insurance for $35,000. Maybe you bought it on the day before Christmas and it's sleigh insurance. All right, so sleigh insurance. And I'm going to write for the period December 2024 to February 2025. And I click save. And just based on the calculate and book all of the journal entries to spread this $35,000 across those months. So right now you're probably doing something where you book it to prepaids, and then you look at the prepaid ledger, and then you add it to a spreadsheet, and then you calculate every single row and column, and then you So for the period, first most important thing. Second, book it to the expense account or the P&L account directly. An accruer takes it from that account, moves it to the balance sheet, and then amortizes it for you from there. So let's look at those journal entries. All right, here's the P&L. While I was rambling, it ran. Boom. Booked all three of those journal entries for us. The entire thing is done. I literally just app right for the period in the app. When it hits QBO, it works in seconds. And I'm going to do something crazy and use the modern view, but it's chronological. So maybe it's not. All right. So anyway, we'll see here, right? It's posted to the P&L and immediately reversed to the balance sheet. And then we've got one journal entry every month to recognize that expense. And I wrote sleigh insurance for the period in the description, and that's why we see this sleigh insurance right here. The other really nice thing is that there is a link in the memo. I feel like my face is blocking it. I don't know if anyone can make that not block it. Imagine the memo field in QuickBooks behind to where you started. Super easy to review. All right. So that is accruer, prepaids, deferred revenue, fixed assets. I realize I'm at 3 minutes, so let's look at the schedule really quickly, and then I'll let you guys go. This is an automatic roll forward schedule. Lots of different views, but I'll zoom in here for you. We've got that accrual. I can see when it starts, when it ends, what the beginning balance was, what we added and recognized, and what the ending balance was of every month. So again, literally the entire process, soup to nuts. You write for the period, we do the entire thing for you. I don't have that much more time, so I'm going to skip our other apps, Booker, Wrangler. If you're interested in accruer, come talk to me. We can talk about all these things. All right, that's my time. Thank you.
I am so impressed. I have to say, first of all the apps on this demo, this Tech the Halls event are amazing. But if you are wrestling with accruals and you want this slick system to just take care of it. I'm sorry, I got to spend 30 seconds of your time there, Tom, and give you a bit of a shout out.
No,
This is
please. There's
crazy.
another minute on my time technically, so if you
Great,
want to.
great, crazy, crazy good. Yeah, and we all love a good spreadsheet, but you know what? We don't when it comes to managing complex accruals. And I love that for the period. You kept cutting out a little bit, Tom, so I'm kind of filling in the gaps a little bit. It's fine. But yeah, they've got a 50% off offer,
Oh,
so
great.
snag that.
They
All
sure do.
right. So let's move on to the next one. So I'm super
Absolutely.
excited to be introducing Steve Brigginshaw, who is the COO and co-founder of Clarity. And this festive season, unwrap the gift of transformation for your full service accounting and bookkeeping firm with Clarity. From just 90 minutes a week, you'll be able to embark on a journey that combines cutting edge AI, personalized support, and step by step guidance to create scalable, profitable, and impactful advisory services, all whilst increasing capacity by 100%. So if you can just imagine happier clients, empowered teams with 100% belief and courage, and a thriving firm all backed up by the numbers, it's all bundled into one amazing platform, which also includes education. So, Steve, let's go ahead and have you kick it off.
Thank you so much, Allison. Here you go, Steve, please.
Thank you so much. Hi, I'm Steve Brigginshaw. I'm a chartered accountant, and I've started, built, and sold profitable firms built around business advisory services. Now, if you're like most accounting professionals that we talk to, you're already providing advisory or CAS to some of your clients. But what if you could provide it to all of your clients and make a lot more money doing it? And here's the key. If you could do that without working more hours. Now, generally, as accountants and bookkeepers, we want to give, we want to help. And most of you are already delivering business advisory or CAS, but it's time consuming. Only the leaders can do it. It's done ad hoc or with different software, and it's only for select groups of clients. And it's hard to price, some of which may be done for free, like I used to do in my firm. But what if you had a system that would allow you, not only you, but your team, to offer business advisory and have it repeatable and scalable so that all of your clients could have it and be happy to pay for it? Well, you can with the Clarity system, which also includes an all-in-one platform and education, plus the agendas, the workflows, the notes and actions, all in one place. And we walk with you along the way via our coaching and accountability calls. Now, all of your clients' data is there from QuickBooks Online, from Xero, from Sage Accounting, and this populates into the 7 key numbers. And I'm going to switch screens, if that's okay with you, Jane. I'm going to share a different tab, and so you can see the 7 key numbers, hopefully now. Excellent. Thank you so much for doing that. So you can see here on the screen, they're fully interactive. So you can get to really paint the picture with your clients. And most importantly, they understand these numbers. And what you find is that the conversations that you have around these 7 numbers, and by following the system, is that you have very rich conversations. And most of all, it creates meaningful actions for your clients. And this system is proven, scalable, and repeatable, and leads to $40,000 additional gross recurring revenue in just 90 days from 90 minutes per week. It's not difficult to learn. And in fact, you'll be saying, I wish I knew this 10 years ago. All of which leads to 3 times operating profits in 67% less time. Now, over the years, and in conjunction with bringing back the Accountants Bootcamp, we've helped 17,700 accountants and bookkeepers worldwide become better advisors and happier in their careers. Now, most people start with Clarity by engaging with one of our classes, generally learning how to create more capacity. And when they have that capacity, they then move into following our Clarity system on repeatable business advisory services step by step at the right pace for their firm. Now, if you don't have much capacity, then join our 7-week program with 12 months of coaching calls. And we have a very special offer. It will be in the comments, the link to go to the Clarity Creation, Capacity Creation Toolkit and program. And we've got 35% off for you today. Now, if you have capacity already, then by all means, please book a call. We'd love to speak with you so that you can see the Clarity system in action. And if you do decide to go ahead with it, you'll receive 50% off Pro for 3 months simply by quoting Tech the Halls. And you'll see that if you use Tech the Halls for the capacity creation program, that you will also get that 35% off. Now, imagine a world where you have all the time to do what you want and enjoy your ideal lifestyle. Imagine a world where your team love their role even more. And imagine a world where all your clients get the help to build their dream business to live their ideal lifestyles too. With Clarity, this isn't just a dream. It's the reality we help create every single day. Let's build that world together, and happy holidays.
Awesome.
That was a great pitch.
Who was not excited? I think there was some oohs and ahs from the audience.
Yes.
Thank
All right.
you.
Well, so don't forget, I think Hope from Clarity has already shared the link in the comments. We're going to move right along. Thank you so much, Steve, for that. We're going to move to an app I really love. I had the pleasure of meeting Jean Hardy, founder and CEO of Levy, in July of this year. My sleigh took me to Chicago at Bridging the Gap, and
my sleigh was there too. We had a full sleigh of people. Yeah,
of course. Well, I mean, you know, you were, of course, Allison. You were beside me on the sleigh. It was fantastic.
Your sleigh was cooler than mine was, though.
It was remarkable.
The Dave effect. Yeah,
such a great time.
Effect. Yeah.
So Jean is going to be showing us Levy. So want to give your employees a holiday gift they will really love? Give them the gift of Levy, the only practice management platform that brings comfort and joy to the everyday workday. Dynamic workflows, automation, built-in collaboration tools empower your team to deliver high-value results, keeping your clients happy and your businesses thriving. So Jean, take us away.
Hello, everybody. Happy holidays. Welcome to the land of Levy, very much like the North Pole where Santa lives. So I'm going to take you through really quickly, and I'm just going to kind of point out the highlights. Levy is a unified platform. So there's lots of features here that help eliminate all the friction in your daily lives at work. So Levy, I'm the founder. I built Levy based on the pain that I was feeling as an operator of a CAS firm. So over the course of the last few years, I talked with thousands and thousands of firm owners and came up with a solution to help us all help our employees love their work again. So this is the Levy workspace. Just to acclimate you, along the top are the days of the week. The next row is all of the timed events, like this fabulous event, Tech the Halls. But this is the workspace where all of your employees will come to do their work and talk to each other and, communicate and log their hours. So these are workflows. What's different about Levy is that all of the work is organized on a per client basis. So these are the client lanes. Everything that's happening for this client, Burkett Drexler, is going to show up in this client lane. That means that when you have a CAS practice or a tax practice with a CAS practice, and you have multiple people working on the same client, this is where they can see what each other are doing. So if you have an offshore team, an onshore team, your entire team is remote. If you have been layering on fractional CFOs or CHROs, this is where they can all come together and see what each other are doing. Workflows are color-coded to make it really easy to see what's going on in your practice, and you don't have to read. I love that. So what I'm going to show you where all the magic lives inside when your team opens up a task for them to start working on. Levy has everything they need to be successful with this task packed into the workflow itself. So this month close workflow, it tells you who it's assigned to. Along the top, they get to see the estimated amount of time you think it's going to take. Right away, as soon as they open up the task, it starts tracking time. They also have the due date. Lots and lots of context about what is required for this particular work. This way, they have everything they need at their fingertips. Workflow notes, instructions, task notes. These are dynamic fields that can get things added to as the work evolves over time. A special part of Levy is the Resource Center. This is where all of your favorite apps live and can be launched. Your password manager is embedded and travels with the workflows. Other portals like payment portals, and even your shared drives and links to your Google Sheets and spreadsheets. Levy tracks time on a daily basis. You might be going, starting this task and moving it around to the next day and then moving it back, reopening the task, and Levy will track the time on a daily basis. Levy makes it easy to move and reprioritize work. That's major in CAS practice because the work is constantly changing and getting reprioritized. File folders, Levy creates a document management system in every workflow and every client. Your team can just drag and drop documents in here, share with each other, like Sarah and Tia have been sharing all day. You can even request files from your clients. Levy is here for your team to chat with each other and know that help from a manager is just minutes away. So there's plenty more. There's time tracking, there's invoicing, but I would love to show you more. I'm going to have a link in the comments where you can reach out to me and schedule a full demo. Happy holidays, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jean. That was awesome. All right.
Awesome.
We're going to move you off screen. All right, Allison, who do we have next?
We have Dr. Jared Smith, co-founder and CEO. Sorry, I'll give him a promotion. Co-founder and CTO of Uncat. Give yourself the gift of clean books this holiday season. Uncat helps you tackle uncategorized transactions, automate document collection, and manage receipts like a pro. Start your free trial, 7-day free trial today.
All right, perfect, Jared. I'm going to
Take
move
it away,
you
Jared.
on.
Absolutely. So I'm glad we're here, and happy holidays to everybody. So today I'm going to be talking a bit about Uncat, and in general, what Uncat really handles for you is uncategorized expenses and income. We started about 6 years ago, focused solely on this because at the time there was still not a solution on the market just to get answers back about an unknown transaction from clients. So we started there and we spread out to do other things like getting documents or certain questions and answers back, as well as receipts as well. So we're now some of our customers now are moving off of things like Dex and Expensify over to that module that we have. But really our customers love us obviously for the solution, but also the cats. So the clever thing is that uncategorized expense has cats in it. So you'll see a lot of cat themed related parts to our app. So when you sign up as an accounting firm, you add your clients. So when you get into Uncat, it's very quick to sign up. If I didn't already mention it, then it's $9 a month per client. There's literally zero extra cost for that. That includes the receipts module. So if you're used to paying a lot of money to process and match and publish receipts, that just comes with it. That comes with it for $9. So once you add QuickBooks Zero desktop, or if you don't have a set of books, you can still use other modules, then you get dropped into our dashboard, and our clients and accountants are presented with basically a spreadsheet in the sky, because rather than having to deal with syncing automatically or manually updating spreadsheets that you're sending back and forth with clients, we will pull in any number of configurations that you have in your books that say things like, in this case, I want to pull all Ask My Accountant transactions, or I also want to sync transactions missing a class. So we have lots of customers that are nonprofits and they need to classify things or sync things missing an attachment. And when they get to that point, or once you connect your client and add that, we'll bring all of that into Uncat and then notify your client on a regular basis via text, email, those types of things, that they have work to do in Uncat. The cool thing is when the client is invited, they just get a link. So they can create a password if they want, but they get a link that's a one-click magic link where they log in. So I'm not showing the client dashboard now, but you can see what it looks like under View as Client. But the client here has come and said, oh, okay, this income from PayPal, that was checks for income. So I might put that into just some kind of generic income account, but I also see they've classified it, and I can go through there and approve it and sync it back to the books in real time. Anytime the books update in QuickBooks Desktop QBO 0, we will automatically update Uncat as well. The other parts of the app that I just briefly mentioned are requests. So requests is when I need to get things back, like a document or a specific answer from a client about something. It's a type of feature you'd see in a lot of apps, but we added it to Uncat because it kind of fits in that unknown type of information. And then finally, receipts as well. So receipts is where they can go in and they can upload their receipts over email, over the app. They can even text them in, and we'll parse them and parse out the receipt details itself and match it based on what's in the receipt as well as the amount and total. And then you can sync that back to the books by either matching it to a transaction that matches in the books, publishing it, or just completing it and being done with it in Uncat. So Uncat is built around all the clients that you have, and it works for anyone that has a QuickBooks, desktop, QuickBooks Online, or Xero client, as well as manual clients as well. And as an accounting firm, lots of options to configure the options for how you want to manage it. So you can add your team members, give them certain permissions, add them to certain clients. You can obviously white label the app as much as you want. You can make requests recurring. And then on receipts, you can even customize the forwarding address that you have for emails. Back to the client settings itself, since that's where all the magic lives. I talked about the ways that you can configure and control the sync that happens to Uncat. Well, that's all of that is here, but I can also control receipts, requests, notifications as well. But the one really cool thing that we like to kind of highlight is that you can make your clients more powerful than they might already be with the spreadsheets that you would typically be using. And by that, I mean, you can let them explicitly categorize transactions, add classes, create vendors, create customers, and you'll still get to approve all of that information. But we find across the 20,000 or so companies we have on the platform, about 5,000 accounting firms, that maybe 25% of those clients of that 20,000 actually do have superpowers. So that's a really great approach for the clients that need to have a bit more control and you trust to do more things than you might have another do. And then finally, the client users. You can add as many people as you want to that client.
Jared, you're at time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's the shepherd hook, Jared.
We gotta move along, okay? Santa waits for no one.
He's being played off.
Yeah, please just come to uncat.com and sign up. We'd love to have you.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. We're gonna move right along to one of a very well-known person and that we're so happy to have here today. I'm happy to bring Seth David to the stage. We have, Seth David, Chief Nerd of Bulletproof Bookkeeping. If you are currently feeling disorganized and overwhelmed, it's likely because you don't have a bulletproof system for handling the work and running your practice. Bulletproof Bookkeeping has helped thousands of bookkeepers just like yours to organize, automate, and bulletproof their bookkeeping work. Seth, please take it away. Give us the pitch.
Thank you, Jane, and I'm honored to be here. Thanks for having me. And I wanted to kind of approach this by simply sharing a bit of the story behind how I came up with the concept of bulletproof bookkeeping and why. And it really started many years ago, many years before I ever created anything like this, because I was sitting at my computer and I was reconciling a client's bank account and I was thinking about the process and I didn't know anything about SOPs. I don't even know if that was a term yet. All I knew is that I downloaded bank fees each week, reconciled accounts each month, and managed the AR and AP. If there was inventory to manage, I handled that, made sure we took counts periodically, and so on. If the client was paying enough, I'd run cash flow projections for them and do those kinds of things. And then I thought to myself, if I was to put together a checklist for how to manage the books for any client of mine, what might that look like? And my next thought went back to an experience I had as an auditor. And the CPA firm I worked at used CCH guides to plan our audits. And between acting as the in charge and a CPE class that I took back then, the solution kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. And here's what it looked like. I remember the guy who taught this CPE class explaining audits in the most reductive terms possible. He said, basically, you beat the hell out of the balance sheet and then go through the P&L. And he was right. The first thing we do is send out bank confirmations, and on down the balance sheet we go, verifying quote unquote reasonable assurance about the accuracy of the numbers. And that's really when it hit me. How should I put the books together for a client? Follow the same methodology, compile the books in such a way that an auditor would be able to gain reasonable assurance about the accuracy of the numbers presented on the balance sheet and profit and loss. So nowadays, when someone asks me for a checklist for the bookkeeping process, I tell them to use the balance sheet. It's that simple. You really don't need to look any further. And this is why I always start with the bank feeds, because this is how you get to your bank account balances. And there are a number of things we can do to ensure both speed and accuracy in doing this without sacrificing the quality. So first, if you haven't taken a lot of time to create rules, please do that. My rule is that everything gets a rule. Even if you think it's a one-off, the time it takes to make that decision is offset by the time it takes to create the rule. So just create the rule. Excuse me. Next, I never plug a number, no matter how small. The math is so simple on this: beginning balance plus additions minus subtractions equals ending balance. And frankly, all I need is the CSV file for the statement. And I can find and filter and sort, and I can nail down any difference in 15 minutes, usually much less than that. So this is important because I may think I'm only off by $100, but that could actually be a missing deposit for $10,000 and an unrelated missing payment for $9,900. This is a true story. Actually happened to me years ago when I was consulting with an armed security company. So no plug numbers. This gives me an important foundation for everything else we do. Case in point, let's say I show my accounts receivable report to a client, and he says to me, there's no way I know this was paid. First, I believe him. Small business owners are the internal control for their company. They have their hands in everything. Meanwhile, if I know I've reconciled everything and there's not a single plug number, then I know with 100% certainty that that invoice payment is somewhere in the books and it's just miscoded. And usually this means the client recorded the deposit straight to income, leaving the invoice open and effectively duplicating income and overstating the assets. This is easy to find and fix. So this is why my Bulletproof Bookkeeping course is not like other courses. It teaches you how to do things in a way that enables you to provide reasonable assurance about the accuracy of the assertions that are reflected on your balance sheet and profit and loss. If accounts receivable is accurate, there's a good chance that income is going to be accurate. Get it? So that's a little head start on how we make the books bulletproof. In the course, I have, as an example, 12 lessons on just banking and bank feeds alone. So even if QuickBooks is not playing well with your bank, I give you a way to usurp that and get your transactions in and up to date while QBO sorts it out with your bank. What's more is I know that when I write a course, I can't possibly address every unique scenario that each of you might encounter. So I offer a community tethered to my courses that allow you to ask all the questions you need so we can get real specific about how to apply the principles of the program. So if you're interested in checking out my course, I'm putting the link in the comments. I also have a library of industry-specific bulletproof bookkeeping courses you can check out. Just visit nerdenterprises.com. Together, we can make bookkeeping not just accurate, but unshakable, bulletproof. Oh, and hey, I'm sure by now you've heard of this pesky little disruptive thing called AI. If you sign up and mention Tech the Halls, I'll give you my Bulletproof Accountant's AI Bible for free.
Wow, that is quite the deal. That is on the screen and also shared in the chat. Very amazing to hear. Thank you so much, Seth, for your time today. It's really just a pleasure to have you on here. We're going to move right along.
The bulletproof system.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We're going to move right along.
Yeah,
to
Ben Coleman from Amalgam. Ben's the founder, and Amalgam is a super cool tool that you kind of have to see to believe. It reduces the time to close books by eliminating manual record keeping and data entry. Take the 15 hours plus a month it'll save you, and you can spend it on whatever you want, family, whatever. To get a jump on 2025, attendees are being offered a free consultation where we can help you set up the tools to automatically handle beginning of year projects like 1099s or budgeting. So take it away. Take it away, Ben.
Hey guys, man, so this is so super embarrassing. I know I only have such a short amount of time to give this demo here, but I got to close this book for my client. So, I'd love to show you Amalgam, but I'm not really going to be able to have time to, because I gotta open up this file. So I've got this file. I update it every month. You can see this is from last month. I'm gonna just set it to 11:30 and go through things. So I've already done some of this work here. Man, I really wish I'd had time to show you Amalgam, because it's a really cool tool. But so what I'm gonna do instead is just do my best to close these books as fast as I can here. So I've got a report. I'm using this tool called Amalgam, which is cool. I wish I had time to show it to you. And so what I've done here is I've linked the report to this cell right here where I've got the end of the month. So I can actually update this report right now and check out my general ledger for November. And you can see there's not a lot in there. So I got to fix that. So here's last month's bank report, another Amalgam report I use. Really cool tool. Wish I could show it to you today. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this report here. I'm going to go fetch all of the transactions from November from my bank account. And then I've got this bank uploader tool from this app called Amalgam that I use, and it's linked over. So I've got these cells linked to the cells on this other report, and I'm just going to drag this down here, so I can upload these to my QuickBooks account. And I do this for different companies. Some of them are on QuickBooks, some of them are on NetSuite, some of them are on Intact, Xero, but it works kind of the same for all of them. Anyway, I wish I could tell you about all that stuff. So here I'm just going to upload all these transactions from my bank account straight into QuickBooks, because we had to circumvent the bank feed for one reason or another. And so while this is uploading, I really just want to apologize for not being able to show you Amalgam today. It's too bad. I just had to, really work on this other process. So I may be flying a little bit too close to the sun here with a live demo. No, but here we go. Here's the uploading process. And so there's this other thing. Again, this is super urgent, which is why my client didn't send this to me until 10 minutes ago. But they just sent me this Amex report of export of transactions. I've got them trained pretty well. Unfortunately, they're not using UNCAT, which would probably solve all of this, but I'm just going to copy paste this CSV into this file. And again, I've got this upload file here that I'm going to use. So this is something I already set up for all of my clients. You can see I'm actually allocating vendors here too. So we're going to upload these as well. This is in fact a bank that doesn't even use the QuickBooks bank feed. So we have to upload these directly. So I've got these already categorized. My client's pretty well trained here. So we're going to upload these as well. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and let's update this Stripe report. And it's a really good thing that I've got this already set up, because it only takes a few minutes for me to get all this stuff into my QuickBooks each month. So let's see, we're going to go in here. It's straight in a spreadsheet, which is my preferred way of working with data. I know Allison said some stuff earlier about not liking spreadsheets. That was a totally unauthorized statement. And so we've got all these transactions. They're going to be in my QuickBooks. I know it took me a whole 3 minutes to do this, so I should probably kind of close out this demo. By going into my little transaction reclassifier tool, I'll download some stuff here. And if I want to mess with any of this, like change the description or the account or the item or service, I can go through and actually fetch the data and then modify information kind of one row at a time here, which can be a useful thing to do if you're, need to reclassify some stuff. So anyway, I'm sorry I couldn't show you Amalgam because I had to do all this stuff with Amalgam today. What I'd really like is to get the opportunity to talk to you again. If you want to schedule some time with us, we'd be happy to set up a file just like this one, customized for one of your clients or one of your businesses that you work with. You can just copy paste it every month and use it to close your books out.
Wow. Thank you
So
so
that
much.
was the demo.
I
That
really
wasn't
wish
a
you had
demo.
time. I wish you had time to show us Amalgam. Gosh, we'll have to get you back some other time and hopefully
Maybe 2025 we could do it. But
2025 we'll have to bring you in.
Sorry,
back in
guys.
the game.
Super
Well,
urgent client
thank you so much
request.
again. Don't forget, drop your link in the comments and we'll get that available for everyone. Allison, I guess who do we have next?
Next one is Royal Wise, and we've got Jeff Black as the
Royal Wise.
operations director. Yeah.
Absolutely. So Royal Wise,
you want to go.
Yeah, I'll give it. So Royal Wise helps business owners and bookkeepers alike with overcoming the day-to-day challenges you run into with QBO. They have more than 40 QB training videos on their OWLs online web-based learning solutions platform, and offer courses a la carte, as well as memberships to access their entire library and custom QB training portals for your company. Really excited to hear from Jeff today. So Jeff, why don't you go?
Thanks for the great introduction. Happy to be here. Normally, Alicia Katz-Pollock would be here. She is our trainer and content creator for Royal Wise, the OWLs, the on-demand web-based learning solutions. And here I'm sharing a screen of our QuickBooks catalog. Alicia today is actually teaching this course right here, this QuickBooks Online Complete Hands-On. It's a 16-week live course. We teach all of our courses live, then we record them and edit them, polish them up into bite-sized pieces, and then upload them back into our video catalog. So everything is live and on demand. All of our courses are CPE, qualified. Each of our courses actually has a built-in community forum as well, so you can post questions and engage with other learners and also engage with Alicia if you have any questions about content. And as you can see, there's, I know the demo or the intro said 40 plus, but I think we're actually closer to 60 QuickBooks courses at this point in time, and always expanding our catalog. So in addition to on-demand courses, we actually also have memberships available to our learning, our LMS, our learning management system. And we can also offer white label portals to CPA firms and businesses alike. And just real quick, what that would look like is we would take your company branding and put it on top of this shell. So instead of seeing a QuickBooks catalog, an Apple catalog, and a business apps catalog, we would have your logo here and your logo up top. But that's another story for another day. Today, we're showing you a little bit about the QuickBooks online training. We've got 3 different subscription levels to choose from, which are offered on a monthly and an annual basis. But again, you can purchase any of the courses a la carte. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Just keeping it short and sweet today to just be respectful of everybody's time and make sure everybody gets a little bit of the pie today.
Thank you so much, Jeff. That is so kind of you. Look at you being generous with your time.
And I love the code is Festivus20.
Yes. Does anybody here celebrate Festivus? I'm a Festivus person.
The holiday for the rest of us.
That's right.
It's impeccable.
That's right. And everything's fun until the airing of the grievances. Then
yes, exactly.
Then it gets dark. Yeah.
All right. Allison, would you like to introduce?
I get to introduce one. Yes, I get to introduce the incredible Dave Kirsting, who is the CEO of Capovario. He's also the community manager for Roundtable Labs. At Roundtable Labs, we believe in creating a community that thrives on connection, collaboration, and innovation. And what better way to celebrate the season than by coming together to explore the tools and ideas that make our lives brighter? Dave, take it away.
Thank you so much. I'm real excited to be here. Most of you know me. I'm hyper, I'm crazy, and I'm excited about life. And I think that that's what Roundtable Labs brings to the world, is this international community of accountants, but we're a real community. We want to break down and figure out what's going on in your world. We want to help you out. And, a quick short story, there was a time in the past, just a few years ago, where I ran into some family issues, and there was a loss in my family that took me out of the business. And I reached out to my community, Roundtable Labs, and they jumped in and helped me, not only helping to run my firm, but help my employees and just be there when I needed them to be there. So we want to invite you to join Roundtable Labs because it's a community, for the community, about the community. And we want to talk about what your problems are or what things you're doing great. So one of our roundtables is called Not the Only One. So yeah, you guessed it. You're not the only one with that problem. You're not the only one with that solution. But let's get together and let's figure out different ways to do things, different ways to support each other. One of the things I'm excited about is I teach the deep dive in one topic. So again, it's another one of those easy ones to understand. It's a one topic. I'm going to deep dive into something like how to exercise. As an accountant, we sit at our desks all the time. So I'll bring in a special guest, a doctor, or somebody to have that conversation. We also take deep dives into apps. So many of the apps you've seen here today have joined us for one topic. So I'm going to put in the chat 2 things. One is that we are giving away 50% off of our membership for 1 year. All you have to do is use the code PRICE50OFF in the checkout. And I believe that Jane and Allison are going to be doing a giveaway today on behalf of Roundtable Labs. So looking forward to having you join our community. Jane.
Yes, absolutely. So make sure to check out that gift code. And I guess, Dave, you're going to share that in the chat as well. We are going to do a giveaway. So I've just, I have a list of all of our attendees right now. Anybody who's attended live today, just going to pull a name from the hat here. I'm sorry, this is so low tech, but I'm literally just going to scroll down the list and stop. I have my finger on the screen and it says Miriam Wilson. Miriam Wilson. All right. We'll be in touch with you. I believe the going thing is that what we are going to do for you is The discount code for that, here we go. So a 6-month free membership to RTL for any new members. I'm not sure if you are already a member. If you are, then you'll be getting a gift certificate from Roundtable Labs. So that's really awesome.
Fantastic.
Dave, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on. Everybody make sure to check out Roundtable Labs because it is amazing. Okay.
And we still have more prizes, so stay.
We still have more prizes to do.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We're going to introduce someone else here now.
You're going to introduce Raya.
Yes, we're going to introduce Raya. Raya Wasser from Program Manager of Timesheets.com. Did you know December is the best time of year to implement business process changes? Just knowing that is half the battle because it gives smart business owners the foresight to plan for changes, like switching to Timesheets.com. Business is slow at the end of the year. People are taking time off, and non-retail businesses like you have time for a breather. So this year, let Timesheets.com get you ready for 2025 with an improved time tracking service that helps you manage your business effectively. You'll have a great holiday season knowing you've crossed this one off your list. Isn't it about time? Such a good, fun one. I love that. Raya, please take us.
Lovely. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here. So our mission at timesheets.com is to solve this problem. Nobody wakes up in the morning thinking, wow, I can't wait to start tracking my time. So we've been solving for this for over 20 years, and we continually refine and expand our solutions so that our thousands of clients and their staff can track their time easily with the reporting they need. My specialty is working with accounting professionals because I got inspired by results of a research called Time is Money. I wanted to find out how much potential billable revenue is lost due to untracked time. What's your guess? Well, results show that over 38% of potential billable revenue is lost by people's resistance to time tracking. And even worse, those who are just estimating or tracking only once a week or less often, lost revenue can be more than 50%. So you work too hard to risk that loss. And I work with accounting professionals to help them open up their mind to get detailed tracking so they can make informed decisions. Whether they charge hourly or fee-based pricing or retainers, accurate tracking gives proof and peace of mind to support fees and transform tracking pain into revenue gains. So I only have time for a sneak peek. So I'm going to show you 2 key ways this works. First of all, lots of details with little time. Hopefully you could see this week view timesheet. And this is what everyone loves because very much like Excel, but much easier to use and gives great reporting. So you can see the little edit pencils. This is the way people who are tracking can check out their day. They have the total at the bottom and check out the week, what they've done for the client to see if it makes sense. If you want to check what you did last week, you can click on previous. If you want to see what you've already billed, you click on archive. And with this week view, it kind of gives the whole picture of the week in one view. What people also like a lot, especially with the next tax season coming up, is timers. So our wonderful clients that don't send all the information needed to do the tax work at the same time. So people use timers to just keep all the things they're working on here. And every time there's another piece of information, another step forward, they click the button and go forward and click pause when they stop. They can also have other timers running. For people who multitask, they like this. And when they want to go to lunch, pause all timers, and at the end of the day, stop all timers. Now, in addition to easy tracking, the thing that people really like best is, even though we're a SaaS product, software as a service, we focus on the service. Why? Because we don't want you to have to figure out our software. No one has time to do that. So we have live chat 12 hours a day in your time zone. And we have a KPI that we have to get to you in 15 seconds. Why? Because Joel, the owner, says no one wants to wait more than 15 seconds for an answer. And he's so serious about it that in our weekly team meeting, he actually reads out the stats for each person of how long it took them average to get to chat. And we all fight to be the best. It's because we really care that people don't waste time trying to figure out a question. They want to get on with what they're doing. Same thing with the 800 number. We actually answer in 3 rings. Everyone's fighting to get it. And if there's a voicemail, it's usually after hours. And we also have the contact us form after hours so that you don't have to wait around to call us. You just plop in your message. We have all the information to get back to you. So between easy tracking and support along the way, it makes it something that people find it easier to adopt to constant, continual tracking. We also have very cost-effective pricing, which you can see on the website. And if you'd like more than a sneak peek, I'd be so happy to take you in to see what might work for you. And I'm going to post a link to schedule a time in the chat. So in the meantime, thank you all. So nice to meet you. And may you have a wonderful, wonderful end of the year and a great start to the new one.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Raya.
Awesome.
That was awesome. Great
Nice and
timing,
tight.
too.
Nice
Always a
and
big
tight.
fan.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So we have our last one, and then we've saved, I won't say best for last, but we've certainly saved a good one for last because all the ones are good. So we have Harsh Modi, who's the founder of CPA Pilot. Accountants are constantly overworked and working against deadlines. CPA Pilot helps you stop wasting time by providing the exact information when you need it, exact information you need when you need it, right now. Well, that's good timing. CPA Pilot is tax support and tech support. It answers questions about complex tax issues and gives you step-by-step guidance for software like Drake, TaxDome, and Keepio. I actually think of it as ChatGPT for tax accountants. So I'm going to just add my own little bit there. So take it away. Take it away, Harsh.
Take it away, Harsh. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Allison. Yeah, we get compared to ChatGPT quite frequently, but we like to think that we are doing a slightly better job than them, particularly when we are talking about serving tax professionals. So tax professionals are close to my heart. My dad was a tax professional. I was a tax professional. I started this company while I was starting my own tax practice and became very familiar with the burden of never-ending pile of work and strict tax deadlines. So this is CPA Pilot that we built to help you all automate a lot of your work. So it's an AI chatbot that provides a simple way to automate tax research, analysis, like Allison said, tax software support, marketing, emails, and training. We use a deep library of authoritative sources of information so that tax professionals can rely on the answers provided. And the library is updated on a monthly basis, so it's always current. So we'll jump into the demo, and we'll start off with a question that came up recently from a demo that I did recently. So how do you fill out a Form 2553 late election, which is for a S Corp, converting to an S Corp? And you'll see pretty quickly, yep, it starts populating the answer and gives a very thorough answer and actionable information, all practical, geared towards what you would want. Now, you'll also see in a second that it'll populate with the sources. So you can click right here and go straight to the form instructions or any of the other guidance that might be used to provide the answer. Now you have a couple of options here where you might want to draft this as an email to your clients or draft this as a memo for training purposes to your staff. In this case, because I'm actually typing this information, or I'm looking up this information because I actually need to fill out a 2553 form. So then I want to ask it, how do I do this in Drake? And so we'll ask it that, and it'll give us step-by-step instructions on what to do, how to fill it out, and this really enables. This is a really powerful feature because it enables your staff to do something new without having to be having their hand to be held. So it enables them to grow without your direct guidance and be more productive. So today for 24 hours. We are offering a 50% discount for the next 3 months if you use the coupon code Santa. And that is my presentation. Happy holidays, everyone.
Amazing,
That was
amazing.
really impressive seeing it live.
Really impressive seeing it live. That's an amazing code. Make sure to go check it out. Harsh, make sure to drop a link in the comments for everybody watching. We're almost done. That was incredible.
We have, so thank you everyone for being with us. This was breakneck speed, somewhat of an experiment. Could we cram in 10
we got 11.
Awesome. Oh, 11. Sorry, 11 awesome apps. It was amazing. So now let's do the drawings.
Let's do the drawing. All right.
So
well,
what I'm
my...
going to do, I'm going to do is I'm going to make a brrr, and then when I stop.
Okay.
So ready?
So
we're going to get the first one is a $250 Amazon gift card. Is that right?
Yes. Okay.
250. Yes. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Okay, we have Randy Shaw. Randy Shaw, I'm not sure if you're on the call. Randy Shaw, we will be in touch. You just won a $250 gift card.
Ah! And that's
very
from
exciting.
5 of the apps, right?
Yes, from 5 of the apps. We're all going to pitch in. We're all pitching in a little bit to make sure that you get a nice present this Christmas. And I think we're gonna even do that a second time, right? Right, Allison? We're giving away basically 2. Yeah, we're giving away 2. So we got one more. Do you wanna spin the wheel? Spin the wheel.
Okay. Bing.
Okay, we got Cindy Finkenbinder.
Cindy
Finkenbinder. Okay, well, Cindy, we will be in touch with you as well. You're another winner of our $250 Amazon gift card.
We will be sending it to the actual email that you registered with. And
yes.
Sorry, we will not change that email. We're sending
going
it directly to.
But what an amazing experience for everyone. I'm going to bring a couple of our people up on stage, the people that are waiting. So if you're in the backstage, I'm about to bring you up. Just to say hi, bye for a last second. Dave, thank you so much for being here. Jean, Ben, Raya, Seth, Jeff, Steve,
We actually can't fit everybody on the same screen, so we have to kind of cycle people on and off.
It's just one of those things, right? Maximum of 10 people on screen at a time. It looks like Uncat had to jump for a second, but what an amazing experience for everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this and joining us today. From, I guess, Allison and I, thank you.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Yes.
Everyone. Eat lots of food that's good for you or not good for you. Have fun. Do whatever it is that you love to do. And 2025 is going to be a great year, and we're all in this together.
So. Absolutely. All right. Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Jane.
Bye.
Bye.